Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the second part of Unit 5 guys. So in this we will be discussing mostly about the test tools guys. So testing tools, like what are the manual testing tools and what are the automated testing tools. So basically we will be discussing about these two in this second part of 5th unit guys. Okay, so first question you should have a clear idea is like what is the criteria to select a test tool. Okay, so test tool selection checklist. So we are having a checklist guys. So based on this checklist you are going to select which test tool to use. Okay, yes, so the checklist will contain function or regression tool. Okay, so basically this tool is nothing but that tool will help you in checking the functions guys. So basically assume that there is a function you wrote for even odd. Okay, so if you are checking that function whether it is working properly or not, so that checking is called as a function or regression tool. So that tool can help you. Okay, similarly test design or data tool, these tools help create test cases and generate data sets, right? Yes, so that is the reason why it is called as a data tools. Okay, yes, so these tools will be helping in creating of data sets. Okay, similarly load or performance tool. So basically whenever you are using an application, if you create a real-time software, always that software will use some part of your memory, that is RAM, and some part of your processor, right? Yes, so in this situation you should always have a clear idea that how much it is using, right? Yes, that is nothing but this tool can help you, like load or performance tool. This tool are often also GUI test drivers. So basically they use some drivers and they can say you the performance, like how much load is taking place. Okay, similarly test process or management tool. Okay, similarly if you are using any kind of command line arguments and all those things, so at that time, or APIs, so at that time how you are going to manage the things, so those things will be checked. Similarly unit testing tools. So basically if you want to check a small functionality, then you can use this kind of unit testing tools. So these are some properties guys, you can say. So these, if these are all are there, you can just say that that will be a best tool. Okay, similarly we are having test implementation tool. So it is some kind of automated, you can say. Okay, similarly test evaluation tool. So basically whether it will be saying that whether all the things are passing or failing. So in that way. Similarly static test analyzer. Okay, similarly there are few more guys. Similarly runtime. So basically at live you will be getting, so basically at runtime only you will be giving some input and it will give you output. So those kind of things are also available. Okay, so what is the major advantage of using these tools guys? So the major advantage of these tools is it will reduce the human part. So basically by using that tool only you can directly give the input and output. There is no need for you to run the program, wait for it to run, and all those things will not be there. Okay, so even if you are using some kind of automation tools guys, we'll be discussing about the differences between automation and manual tools in this lecture only, don't worry. Okay, so run without human intervention. So basically there is no need of a person when you are using the automated tools. Okay, so provide code coverage analysis after the test run. So basically you will be getting a clear understanding of the present use of the code. Similarly the reusability, if there is any kind of a place where you are repeating some functions, you can find out them and you can reduce them. So in that way it will help guys. Okay, yes, so now let us go through the differences between the automation tool and the manual testing guys. Okay, yes, so manual testing is nothing but here it is done manually, whereas automation testing is nothing but which is done with the help of some automated tools. So basically those tools will take some inputs, it will give you the output. So and it will say that here the errors, here the test cases did not pass, so there you need to check something. So in that way it will test and it will say. Okay, so manual testing, all the famous phases of SDLC like testing. Okay, SDLC, that is testing, right? Okay, SDLC like test planning, test development, result analysis, test execution, bug tracking, and all those things will be done by manually guys. So that is done with the help of a human effort. Okay, so whereas in automation tools, all the famous phases of SDLC are done by various open sources purchased tools guys. So the tools examples are Selenium. So this Selenium is a web scraping tool guys. Okay, so that could be used. Similarly JMeter, QTP, LoadRunner, WindRunner. Guys, we'll be discussing about a JMeter, LoadRunner and WindRunner in our future lectures, so don't worry about them. Okay, similarly manual testing is a stage of testing. Without the test we cannot start automation testing. So basically manual testing is commonly done before the automation testing guys. Okay, similarly automation testing is a continuation part of manual testing. Okay, so in manual testing testers are allowed to do random tests and find the bugs. So basically here we as a users will be entering the random data and will be checking. Whereas in automated testing we always test through running script. So basically we will be having a script in which you might be giving a predefined inputs, or they might be generated by using randomizer or anything. So in that way, based on your requirement, based on the particular script which you are using, they will be generated. Okay, yes. Okay, similarly in manual testing we find more bugs than automated testing, because we as a humans, we know if this component is working fine, so there will be no errors with those values, so we'll be skipping them and we'll be moving on to the next component. Whereas in automation testing it doesn't know anything, so it will blindly follow all the steps even if there is no chance of error in this method. So in that way it is going to waste time, and it might not even end up with a clear idea of bugs and all those things. Okay, whereas manual testing will take lots of time because the user need to use his brain, think and give the input. Whereas automated testing, it's a script, it will do within seconds, guys. That is the major advantage in automated testing. Okay, similarly manual testing would be run sequentially, okay, whereas automated testing is done on different machines at same time. Okay, so basically assume that you want to do it on 5 different operating systems, you want to test your application. So at this moment of time you need 5 employees, or if you are a solo employee you need 5 times, right? So firstly you will be checking on Windows, then Mac, then iOS, then Linux, like that you will be changing it, right? Yes. So as a single person it will take more time, and here it will take less time. Okay, yes. So regression test process is taught in manual testing. Regression process is easy in automated testing. Okay, so it is not expensive, it is expensive because the scripts will be a bit costly, guys, and you need to, if your project has some other requirement, so again you need to create your own script, so that will also be costly. Okay, and here we need more testers because it is a manual testing, right? So you need more test cases, so to enter the test cases you need more people, whereas here there is no need of tester, very few testers will be enough. Okay, whereas in manual testing it gives you low accuracy, here you get the high accuracy. Okay, similarly low quality, high quality. Okay, so here we cannot do batch testing, I told you, right? So there will be only minimum more testers, but they will be doing on same things, right? So here we cannot do batch testing, and here we can do multiple types of batch testings, guys. Okay, so it considers as a least reliable, so this is least reliable, this is more reliable. No need of programming in manual testing. Need of programmer is a must in manual testing. Okay, it is done with interaction of any tool. It is always done using tools, without interaction, with interaction. Okay, yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea about this concept, right? The manual testing and automation testing. Guys, there are some more theoretical parts, like why we need to do this kind of testing, what is the main reason. So please go through it once, guys. So I hope everyone got some basic idea about the testing tools and the differences between manual and automated. So in the next lecture, let us go through the methodology to evaluate automated testing tools. Okay, yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.